Damn, I ain't been on screen for Hi, Tracy. Thank you. I'm just living my truth and not dealing with bullshit. Has that effect, I guess. How are you? But yeah, I just really don't have it in me. I ain't got it in me. Yeah, I don't have it in me. I wish I did, but I just don't have it in me to deal with like pettiness and drama and BS. I just don't have the capacity anymore to be like passive about it either. I think that's what it is. I can't even be passive about it no more. I can't. I don't know. And I guess maybe it's just like I was just sharing with my partner about what's going on in my life. But I feel like I never got my hand held for nothing. So it's like it's very hard for me to like babysit. Like I don't have it in me because I've never experienced it. So I don't know how to give that. And I try, but it just gets to a point where it's like if I feel like you're just not even putting any effort in, then I just my tolerance. You don't care, I don't care. Like I can't care more than you care about what you got going on. But at the end of the day, I'm doing what I need to do. So if you don't want to do what you need to do for you, then Boo Bear, I'm not about to coax you. There's just too I have too much to do and other places that I would like to put my focus that I don't even have time to put my focus in. So it's definitely not going to be on certain situations that do not require that energy. Not my energy anyway. Maybe somebody else's, but it ain't going to be my energy. And maybe it's heavy because it just feels cold. I don't know. It feels cold, but it feels nice at the same time. Shit, put me in the Arctic because that's. I think what's hard though is that I can't express it, if that makes sense. I think that's what's bothering me. What's bothering me is like because of what the situation is, I can't necessarily express it, and it's making me mad that I can't express it. It honestly does. It honestly is exhausting trying to spare other people because are those same people sparing me? No, they're not. They're doing what's best for them and going about their business. So, but the thing is, if I do it, it's going to be a problem. If I do it, it's going to be a problem because I'm going to do it well. I'm not going to do it with any malice. I'm just going to give you exactly what you're giving me, and you're not going to like it because I'm going to reflect it back to you in a very pure form. And they hate that. They do. Because I'm not going to tiptoe around you. I'm not going to make you feel comfortable. I'm not. Yeah. And I think I mastered it now how to do that without doing what I did when I didn't have the skill sets that I do now. Because I used to do it before I knew what all of this was. I used to do it and it wasn't in the best way, but now I know how to utilize that tool, and I really don't want to have to. I was at a little function and we were talking about that. Hi, China. We were talking about that, and like, I've been good. I've been just tired. My 9 to 5 got me tired. As you guys can see, hi, dude. I was already dressed down, about to go to sleep, and then I was like, get up. It's like, get up. And I got up. Um, but yeah, we were at a little function and we were talking about that, and people were like, "Oh, I'm hard to read." I don't think I'm hard to read. I just think that you only get to read what I allow, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think I'm hard to read at all because I say how I feel. Like, you're gonna know how I feel. If I don't say words, you're gonna see it on my face. You will feel the energy shift. But if you don't know me, then sometimes it can be read wrong. Because, like, one of my bosses was like, I looked mad one day and I was like, I'm just tired. I'm tired. And because I'm tired and I'm preserving my energy, I'm quiet. I'm quiet. I'm not really expressing any type of emotion because I don't have energy to give right now. So I guess I'll just kind of shut down into someone that might look physically like I'm not, but like I'm actually just tired and I'm in my head thinking about how tired I am. And I'm plotting on when and how I can take a nap. I think in that moment when they're like, you look mad, I like came out of my head because I was just thinking about, oh, I'm about to go on break. How am I going to go to sleep? Am I going to be able to take a nap? All of that was running in my head as they were trying to ask me if I was mad. And I just kept saying, no, I'm not mad. I'm tired. But I was still trying to process how I was going to get a nap. And during my break, I was like, I do need to eat, but I do when I sleep. But if I sleep at 2:30, it's not going to be enough, and that'll be too. I was running through a whole plot, and the only plot was to get some sleep because I was just genuinely tired. And like after people talking to me, asking me questions, and I'm already tired. I'm just I came in, did what I needed to do, and I did. But yeah, it's just one of those seasons right now where people want to test and play with my energy, and it's just not the right time for them to do so. It's just not the right time for them to do so, especially when we're about to go into the winter months. Like, I need to go into the winter months with a clear mind, because yeah, I don't know. Does fall, winter make y'all feel different? Because I feel like I get real cold. I get real cold with the cold, and I'm trying to go in positively into this winter. And I don't want to feel certain type of ways before we get into the winter, because then once we're in there, it's kind of up and stuck where it's at, and I'm not going to process it because I don't feel like I want to put energy towards that. And you're just going to get what you get, and don't be upset. I feel like I just said a lot, but yeah. How y'all doing? This is why I haven't been live, because I had to come home and process things. So thank you for sitting with me. But no one was here, so I started talking about it. So I just had to get the thought out. But yeah, at the dinner, we were talking about how nobody at that table has ever seen me like actually mad. I think the last time I displayed me being like actually angry, furious, when did COVID end? 2022 or 2021? 22. Yeah, the last time I expressed that was like October of 2022. Was the last time like I got to the level of mad I know I can reach. That was the last time. So it's been almost 4 years now since I got that mad. And I want to stay that way. Now that I think about it, 2018 to 2022, that's 4 years, right? So it feels like every 4 years that comes up out of me, and I guess we're approaching. Who's gonna get it? Hopefully, no one. I would like to break that cycle, but yeah, I guess every 4 years I finally have a blow up, and it's rightfully so. I'd have to say. So I think that's pretty good though. Once every 4 years, and whoever gets me to that point actually deserved it or earned it. Like, I'm glad the summer is ending though, because I can't deal with like the little flies. But yeah, anywho, how y'all doing? What y'all up to? How's life going? How y'all been? Huh? I'm not talking about it yet because it's not done. I learned my lesson the last like 3 times. But I did, if y'all saw my Instagram, I did drop a little something, something, a little sprinkle, sprinkle. Something is in the works. But I will talk about it more when it is concrete because we're going to learn from the past. I got the name of the store, I got the plug. Yeah, they do. I'm gonna tell you right now, this particular situation, they know exactly what they're doing. And my thing is that just makes it all the more worse. Because they know what they're doing. And they think it's cute. They think it's cute. They think it's cute. And I'm kind of just like watching. And I'm gonna need India to kindly stop sending me things. Yeah. They know exactly what they're doing. China, how you been? The fourth son, hi. Best in me, best in me. What's that? You can use what you gotta use. Would it be wrong to like try to manifest tickets to Afro Nation? I bet my ancestors gonna be like, well, "Guess your priorities together. You ain't asked us for nothing, but you gonna come to us for." But I want to see Ira Star. It's in September. Mm. It's not this weekend, but it's Labor Day weekend. I want to see Ira Star. I will. Regrets collect. I'm, huh? I know. I'm saying I regret not going when she came with Kofi like years ago when she was, brand new, and she was, I guess, an opener for her. And I could have gone, but I didn't want to go by myself. Now look at me. Now her concert ticket expensive. I feel like that ticket was like less than 150 for that concert to see Coffee, and now it's like you gotta catch her. But hopefully she'll do like I think she might have a US tour coming, or she already had one. I missed it. Let's see. Yeah, she'll be at Afro. Yeah, she'll be here into it, but I feel like it's just gonna be so hectic. And she did a free outdoor concert in August in New York. If I had known that, I would have taken the train out there or took the bus. Yeah. What? Why everybody look at me crazy when I'm like, I'll get on a bus and go somewhere? It was the Friday. Huh? Huh? Mm. Cause what? You were gonna take me when you had like how many dogs? Yeah, no, no, we wouldn't have. I can take a flex. I can take a bus. I can take a train. But if I had known, I would have gone. Hi, Amber. How are you? If I had known, I would have gone. It was at the Rockefeller Center. And it was my birthday weekend, too. I'm glad to hear you're great. I'm good. Overall, I feel good. Even with the bullshit, I still feel good. And maybe that's another weird factor in it, too. They said to do that, to put the lime on the scotch. Are you going to blend it? You're making spicy pickled cabbage? This the Haitian one that you seen? This the Haitian recipe you seen? All right, thank you. Why are you giving me bombastic side eye? Your mama the one who want to pickle cabbage. Hi. It's, huh? I no, don't do that. You're African dog. You. Okay. You don't never want this like attention from me. She just did the paw. Okay. Ooh. You need oh, you need them bones. Or well, you thought I wasn't gonna tell the truth because I'm lying. Speak the truth and let the devil be ashamed, my lord. Your breath stink. Not you smelling it. Did you see that? She went, it do. Thank you. Go ahead and drop your first question. I know you lying. Mm-mm. No, I'm not playing with that right now. Not right now. Mm-mm. You're about to get. Don't step on my shoe. Not her. Oh, you like them kids. Because you know I'm in public. Yeah, you can text it. Because I'm in public. You think I'm not going to tell you how I feel? Girl. No toys right now. Okay. Okay. So let's do the first one. Why are you in the room? Kuvira, I do. Hold on one second. All right, I'm here. Thank you, Tracy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know the camera's off. Give me 1 second. I got doggy stuff all over me. Give me uno momento, por favor. And also, let me pick out what cards I need to use for. Guess that's it. That was quick. Girl, don't look at me like that. You're looking at me so sad as if I just hurt your feelings. After I'm finished, we can play. Remember boundaries. All right, let's see. For Amber, Spirit, what's your message to Amber? It's a little cry for me. You're not gonna make me feel guilty. What's the message for Amber? What does Amber need to know at this time? Ooh, that flew out. The reason why you've been feeling good because you are unbound. You've been releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives that no longer work for you. You've been, ooh, and what did I just say to my doggy? And you've been setting your boundaries. So, therefore, you have been awarded a new awakening. Okay. You're upgrading, you're integrating. You've been answering the call, you've been following your spirit. So, things just seem to flow a lot easier for you lately. The colors, like I don't know if you've noticed, because they're showing me like you looking at the world and it even looks brighter. Like the colors look different. Pineal, pineal gland clearing. They're showing me like blue liquid going through your veins. It's fun. Oh, let's see. What is this awakening? The dolphin. So that blue water, 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 water. Before I even get into this, make sure you continue to drink more water. All right. You're definitely being led by a spirit guide, more masculine type of energy, but this person's guiding you. Pay attention to your dreams. If there's like a male energy that shows up, pay attention to those messages. A lot of water here. You have the mermaid card also coming out for you, which Yeah, Scorpio season. So I think like the ending of this release, like Scorpio this season is Scorpio season is the ending of this release. Okay. Scorpio ascending. Check what your house of Scorpio is talking about astrologically. I'm not very good with astrology, but check your Scorpio, check what's going on in your Scorpio house or whichever house your Scorpio sits in, because that's what's ascending. So that's what's being triggered in this awakening specifically. All right. All right. This is going to lead to some sort of change. It's a positive change. Okay. It might be a sudden change. Um, okay. It might be a sudden change, but it's a good change. It's a positive change. I see the Empress here. You move into that Empress energy. Clarify the Pirate. Yeah, stay focused. A lot of focus. Stay focused. With the Living Large coming out, can't make it up. Open your presents, okay? So this change is a gift, okay? Maybe a physical gift. It could be a spiritual gift, or it could be a gift of one of your manifestations coming to life, but it's some sort of gift that improves your outer world. So whether it's you moving to somewhere new or it's you um, purchasing something new or you investing in something new, it helps to your lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change that is happening here. I love how y'all like to just give bits and pieces. Let's bring it all together, please. Six of Cups with the Six of Wands and the Page of Swords. So be on the lookout for it, okay? Be on the lookout for it. In terms of just wait expectantly for it to happen. Don't like too the laser beam, the focus shouldn't be on the outcome, but like the focus should be on whatever you're doing right now is very much working for you. So continue to do so. Continue to stay focused in whatever changes that you've already made because it's leading to this shift in your reality. But be expectant for some sort of victory. Again, this present, this big change, this positive change that's come into your life. And it's led by this Six of Cups energy of you returning to that like childlike state where like anything is possible. Overall, that's the energy here that you're in this space of anything is possible and you can make anything happen for you. All right. So yeah, Knot of Isis. Part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship with the goddess. This means that not only do you have the important spiritual task of helping her thrive in this world, but you are afforded her power, protection, and abundance. You're now deepening your connection to the goddess. And of course, this is the Isis deck, but I feel like this is more so talking about your divine feminine energy. Okay, so I feel like you become closer with yourself, you become closer to your higher self. And now, as you release those old soul ties, those old past lives, you're releasing those, but you're bringing into your reality the good from it. You're bringing in past abilities, past experiences that have been positive for you throughout those contracts, and you're pulling them in and more protection, more abundance. Continue to deepen that, continue to go within, continue to do what you're doing. And that's pretty much, you've kind of like figured out what your key to life is. You've figured out how to unlock those things that just make your life easier, that make your life feel better, that make your life feel brighter. Okay. So I hope that made sense for you. But yeah, so if there's any other decision, because like let's give some what to do next, what are the next steps? Ace of Pentacles, what are the next steps? Now that the door is open, like how do we move forward through that door? It's just making any decisions. Then you have the moon card here, so the full moon is coming. So I would suggest doing something that symbolizes like the burial of those past things, and that just symbolizes the spiritual release that has been happening in your life. So it's kind of like, oh, this is what's been going on, so like now let me decide to make it official. um, Dance with the moon, even if it's going outside and just dancing with the moon and just dancing and or just moving your body, even if it's like yoga under the moon or during this full moon, do something to like physically move your body to be in flow with this energy that's happening. And then it's just forward movement. It's taking action towards those things, taking action to the things that appear in your life, and just really utilizing them as you move forward. So, with that being said, thank you for the message. Thank you for the message. It feels good. What is she eating? Which bone? Um, okay. We should have gone to the pool today. Um, okay. No, you need to get better. All right. You need to get fully better. We ain't got time to be getting sick now. And you sound much better today. Somebody sent a message in the group chat in Arabic. I can't read that, and it doesn't. It doesn't translate. I'm gonna respond in Spanish. Keke. Since we want to speak different languages now, like keke. What are you talking about? Da-da-da, da-da-da, mm, 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 mm. I do remember. I remember. I do remember. I do remember. So I won't say any names, but I want to give them like a nickname so Spirit can. I don't know. A bear just keeps popping up in my head, so we're just gonna say bear. We're just gonna name them Bear. Okay. I don't know why that's significant, but Bear. Bear it is. Bear it is. Hi y'all. If you just entered the chat, how are you guys? Tracy, you're gonna be right up next after this. I kept like trying to visualize, and I just kept seeing a bear. Like what's that store? What's that British store? There's a Herod Harrods. I kept seeing that particular bear. The Harrods bear. Now I need to like visually look at it. Is it Harrods? Yeah, Harrods London, the bear. I actually want to put in all the way to see if there's a correlation. Cause like why would that be? Oh okay. I see why. That's so interesting. I haven't been here, y'all, but look, things have been changing. The way spirit speaks to me is a lot different, and I kind of like it because there's a reason why. Um, I'm gonna send you a picture. Ooh. Why do I keep going to photos when I'm trying to use a camera? Cause like that is such a like it's a big stretch, but it makes sense. Made sense to them. Anyway, I just sent it to you. All right, so let's see. What's the connection between Bear and Amber? What's going on? What's in the energy? All right, you have the star card here, so you guys are definitely like soulmates. And I don't think it's one sided. I feel like you guys have been thinking about each other. But with the Page of Cups, it's like, oh, I'm thinking about you emotionally, but I'm not taking action towards you emotionally. But I do have thoughts of you, and I kind of like laugh, chuckle. All right, but I feel like there's a standstill. Who is gonna move first? Like who would take action? Hey, yo, that's funny because not the Six of Cups showing up. Yeah, the Six of Cups showed up in your last reading too. Um, but I don't feel like you're someone who's not memorable to them. Like they may not have taken action or they have may not have come back around, but I feel like the energy is reconciliation coming back around towards each other. It's just that how do you do that? What's the path with the sun here? What is the path? These feelings may have started coming on strong for the both of you during Leo season. So July to August, we just came out of it. Um, but I feel like there have been thoughts, like happy thoughts, curiosity, curiosity. Tell me more. What's the message here? But why? What's the root of this? What's the root of this? I want to know what's happening at a soul level with the soulmate energy. What's happening at a soul level? Okay, so it seems like what was affecting you guys in the past, codependency issues, and I feel like they had codependency issues, not necessarily on you, but just codependent issues in general. The way they attach their attachment style was not healthy in the past. I feel like currently they've just been really focused. They put their full intention. Oh, I meant to say attention, but they put their full intention on working on themselves and working through these past issues. So why come up now? Why show up now? Just one card. I don't even know why that card's in this deck, but I feel like they regret. There's regret there. There's regret for how you guys may have just fell off path, fell off track. They have just regrets in general, how they lived their life, moved through connections. Tell me more about this regret. More about this correct. They want to correct this regret. Tell me more about this regret when it comes to Amber. Ghosted in reverse. I don't know if they ghosted, but however the communication ended, it wasn't necessarily ghosting, but just disappearing like that. No follow up. Just kind of like fizzling off was not what they wanted. And I feel like they're realizing that it had nothing to do with the timing. That's pretty much what it was. It had nothing to do with it not being right timing. It was literally, and this card, the same card that was stuck in that other deck, literally just came out. Um, it had nothing to do with wrong timing. It just had to do with how they were moving through life. Um, and now they're kind of like, damn, I'm pissed because I don't know, like, because they know nothing about what is going on with you right now, right? So they could just sit. They are assuming that someone else has you, um, and that like they've missed out on this opportunity. All right. So of course, music is very important here, but there's specific music that you shared with them that they haven't stopped listening to. So they've associated certain music that you shared with them to you. So in those quiet moments, that's what they're listening to. And they haven't forgotten that. They haven't forgotten that. And like, yeah, I feel like they're finally realizing that their codependency issues had nothing to do with their mother wounds. It just had to do with them. Like, you know when like someone like blames like, oh, it was my mom's fault, it's my dad's fault, it's not, but it's like, okay, like, and yes, that's very real that sometimes like parents can influence you, but then there's just some certain thing where it's like, no, you're just using them as a scapegoat. Gaslighting. You're using them as a scapegoat, and it has nothing to do with them, and it has everything to do with you. But of course, when you were in it, your perception, you could only look to blame someone else for where you were at emotionally. Um, but there's some things that I feel like you shared with Bear, or like you kept it real with Bear, and like they're like, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Um, but they couldn't admit it. There's certain things about them that I feel like you highlighted in like a very nice way. Like it doesn't, the energy doesn't feel like, oh, you were shaming them, or it just felt like real raw and real real. Like I'm just gonna tell you how I see a certain situation or how I perceive it, and they didn't want to take it that way, but now they're realizing that, yeah, he was right. He was right. Okay. So I definitely see an opportunity for reconnection, reconciliation here with the two of you. But I do feel like you've been feeling them a lot because they've been reminiscing on this, okay? The lovers. They've been reminiscing on this because I feel like they're realizing, or not only realizing, but they're pinpointing moments in their life where they've experienced like the true form of love. Like even if it's not like committed relation or romantic, but just feeling what that energy of love is, what it means for someone to have love for you. Um, And you're one of those people. Okay, so you have the King of Wands here and the Moon. A lot of reoccurring cards happening. But I feel like they're gonna take action also. And like the reason why, you're like the question with the soulmates, you guys are soulmates because you guys are kind of mirroring each other right now. They're also releasing with this moon cycle that's happening right now and also taking action. But where it differs is whereas for you, you're releasing and then taking action, they're taking action towards releasing. So you're both kind of on the same path, but just in your own unique ways. But it's a shared energy that's there with this Ace of Pentacles. You are marrying each other. It's pretty evident here. The Six of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Moon are very big energies here. Whilst you've been reconnecting with yourself, your inner self, he's been wanting to reconnect with people that matter um, to them. So they're looking for like an outward reconnection. You're taking this time, this moon, to like solidify your release and taking action towards the future, whilst their future is deciding to take action towards release. So it is mirroring energy. I definitely just feel soulmate here. Um, I don't feel twin flame energy here. It's definitely soulmate. You have the Hierophant as your confirmation card for soulmate. And I feel like when the time is right, there could be an opportunity again for reconciliation, reconnecting, or even just a conversation. But I do feel like that would be more so in the future. All right. The Empress is going out here too. So we'll see. Keep me updated. Keep me updated. But that's where that energy is at. I hope that was helpful for you. Ain't nothing like realizing that it wasn't everybody around you. They may have contributed to like certain things in your life, but when it's that final decision on how you gonna move, how you're gonna utilize what you've been through for positive or for recklessness, that choice is yours. You never know. I feel like he has that type of energy where it's like there's a humbleness where I don't feel like they'll forget where they came from or who they were. It's just the right opportunity, the right moment, and it being aligned to happen. And there's a very big possibility. So I wouldn't take that off the table. Un momento, por favor. All right, Tracy, whenever you're ready, drop your question. I missed a lot of calls today. You're welcome. It's funny because I haven't seen them at all. Okay. But what happened to Dolly though? Like what?
Cancer.
She had it this whole time?
No, short one. Maybe like a couple of months.
I don't know. It just feel off. Not gonna lie. It feels very random. Like I know she was up in age, but it just seemed real random. I don't know how to describe it. Like it don't even feel real. I don't know. I'm gonna give it some time. I'll do a reading, but I'm gonna give it some time because maybe it just happened today. But something just don't feel right. Something don't feel right. Sneak peek. Why don't it feel right? The Star card, the Queen of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Something don't feel right. She don't even know what's going on. Something don't feel right. Everything was going well, emotionally stable, and then boom, just fighting for your life. Like something just don't feel right. But I mean, think about that when the time is to think about that because it just don't even feel right. Don't feel right to me. It don't feel right to them. Just gotta breathe it out. Like she was 80, but it still don't feel right. It still don't feel right. All right, let's see. And as I'm thinking about it, I'm getting like a headache. Let me stop thinking about it. On to the next. Mm. Spirit, what's going on for Tracy? Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands. You know what's so interesting? Every card, I just randomly decided to take this particular deck, and it's like, first of all, I'm like talk texting you right now, and it's like every card. It's not that you're not doing it, Ten of Wands. It's just like you're only able to see the shadow aspect of it. You're only able to see the shadow aspect of everything that you're going through right now. So Spirit's asking you to look at it from a different perspective, even if it doesn't look like the different perspective in your outer world, in your physical world, right? You've been through a lot, and now you're kind of carrying your own torch. You're carrying yourself. You fought a lot of battles. You've done the right thing, and you're not giving yourself that credit because your outer world just isn't reflecting what's actually going on within you. You've been through so much and now you're sitting on your throne, respectfully. You fought so many battles and you're standing on your 2 feet. You've done the right thing and you've been fair and just. But because it's not reflected in your outer world the way that you want to, I know, because you're not seeing it reflect in your outer world, this is all you're seeing. The Nine of Swords in reverse. And what's so interesting, it's not the Nine of Swords upright. You're not trapped. The swords have fallen, but you're kind of still trapped in your shadow. You're trapped in your shadow. You're trapped in your shadow world because it's not reflecting in a physical way. And I feel like that's what the lesson is here. The lesson here is to, even when you can't see it in your physical world, to still believe that it is happening. I feel because, so first of all, you have the strength card. All right, so see, this would be the strength card. And this is also because this is called, which deck am I using? What's the name? This is called the vice versa, right? So this is how spirit wants you to see yourself. They want you to see yourself as that strong, bright, confident person. But right now, what you're seeing yourself as is this person who has to be strong, who is always going to have to fight the battles, always going to have to fight the demons, always going to be that one to just be there and be strong and face everything. But spirit's like, you've already faced it. Yeah, it's not perfectly in your physical realm yet. That takes some time, but it's happened. You are that strong, confident person, and you don't have to always face the hard stuff. You can decide what it is you want to face and what you don't want to face. And I don't say that to be complacent and just like, oh, shit's happening, just, oh, whatever, go around. But it's like just choosing which battles to take up. Choose which battles, okay? Because again, spirit wants you to see you going into this new cycle, this new this new birth, this new world, but it's just feeling more like you're being hung. Like it almost feels like, the best way I could put it is like, in your reality right now, it's like you're almost feeling like you're being punished for doing the right thing. It feels like you're being punished for doing the right thing. You're being punished for making the right decision, doing right by others, not retaliating. It feels like you're being punished for always showing up in the best way that you possibly can. And it's like, dang, like when is spirit going to see the work I've put in? Like I see the work I've put in. I see that I have defeated. I see that I've been through the 3 of swords. Like I'm not being like hurt, but you're not rewarded. Like I'm gonna be straight up with you. It feels like I'm not being rewarded for the energy that I put in, and I feel that, and it's very valid, and it's very very valid. It's very very valid. But what spirit's asking you to see is you're not doing it alone anymore. Okay, you can come on out of shadow world. Okay, because literally, let's look at the cave as your shadow world. Come on out of the shadow world. All right, we're gonna give you this new beginning, and maybe this is the message with the 8 of Wands right here. Maybe this is the message that you needed. This is the message that you needed, that you can come on out, and we're gonna give you the new wand, and you're gonna come up out of this, and you're gonna do what you need to do. Like your guys be like, hello. They're like, you're gonna come up out of that. Stop that. I don't know who that is, but somebody like, just stop that. Stop that. We're not doing that anymore. Come on out of the shadow world and let us give you what you've been asking for. Okay? So I feel like this is inner work that just needs to be done. Um, a focused, consistent mindset on coming up out of the shadow world and not looking at your outer world because it doesn't appear to be what it is yet physically, that it's not happening. Okay, it's happened on a spiritual level. It has happened, it is done. So now trust us, because you're kind of still like, you've done the work and you've done a lot of work. So you should commend yourself on that. Now it's just like accepting that you've done that work. And because you've done that work doesn't mean that you have to energetically still sit there. So now this is the last part. Okay, this is, and they're like, careful with your words. Like, of course, I'm not going to sit here and be unrealistic and say that there's not more to learn later because we're always learning. But I mean, in terms of what you've done what you've done. So now this is the last part of it. Now you're going to walk up out of shadow world and we're going to start fresh on actually building that physical representation of the inner work that you've done. So once you come out of that Shadowland, now we can hand you your first tool to take that first step towards rebuilding your outer world, your physical world. Okay? And that is the message. Okay, because I was like, is that the message? This is the message. The Seven of Cups. Come out of the shadows, step into the sun, and pick your first tool. Okay, because you have the Seven of Cups. So I don't. This is representing that person. Okay, I know. But just like visualize the type of face that you would see, but you literally have someone who is just waiting for you to come up out of shadow world, um, and they're here to, give you your first tool. So it's just choosing which tool you want to use first, okay? Because this is not where you're at. You're not going to come out because maybe this is the fear too. Because we have to think about it. When we've been in a certain energy for so long, it's comfortable there. It's comfortable but still uncomfortable. Does that make sense? Because it's like, okay, I know this. I know this pain. I know this struggle. I know this feeling. So I want to naturally, it feels safe. Naturally, it feels safe to just want to sit in it because I know this. But I also know that it's making me miserable because I want more and I want what I rightfully deserve after putting in all this work. Okay. So the fear of coming out of those old emotions and that old way of viewing the world, the fear is that it's not going to be different. And it's like, oh, if I come out, they're going to be choices, but it's just going to be a whole cup of wrong choices and no one there to help me, no one there to guide me. Okay. But just there will be someone, there will be spirit. I mean, spirit is always there to guide you, but you have a specific guide that is going to be there to help you once you come out of the shadow to make the right first choice. Okay. Because I feel like there is also a fear of making the wrong choice, which is also keeping you in shadow world. Because again, shadow world, I done made the wrong choices. I know what the consequences are here. I know what it feels like here. But what if I come out of this and I have to face something new that doesn't feel familiar, but it still doesn't work out? They need you to work on throwing that out the window and changing that mindset. Okay. Because great gathering, like I said, it's all coming together and you're not going to be alone in it. All right. There are other people, energies that are there waiting for you to come out of those caves that will guide you. Okay. And we can look at this as a metaphorical gathering. Okay. Whether it's the right ideas coming to mind or the resources aligning or meeting the right people or just seeing the correct information that you need to see online when you're scrolling and it makes sense and it feels good and you try something new. Okay. But I think this is the question for you. What are you clinging on to? If you've already dismantled the old version of you, if you've already dismantled the things that no longer work for you, then why are we still holding on to those crumbs? It's time to rebuild something new. It's time to build that physical environment that you want for yourself. Okay? All right. Stop hiding. Don't dim to fit in. Stop dimming, stop keeping yourself in that shadow. It's time to come on out. It's time to come on out. All right, and go through this transformation. So I'm going to ask you this question. What if there's no such thing as a wrong decision? Like, because I think I was talking about that earlier today. Like, when I was like, oh no, I didn't go to that concert. My biggest regret. No, come to think about it, I said that and I just said that, but the reality is, what if I had decided to go that day? What if I decided to buy that ticket and then everything went wrong and everything that wasn't supposed to happen happened? So, things happen for a reason. I know we use the words that we use, and for example, I'll use myself as an example. I literally did that today when I was like, oh, that's one of my biggest regrets of not going. But God only knows what could have happened if I had decided to go. Could have got robbed, could have got into an accident, could have got stuck. Anything could have happened. So I guess I didn't make a wrong choice. I guess I didn't make a wrong decision, but it's human, right? It's normal for us to have that. I wish I had made that choice. It would have been so much better. I would have been able to see her, but I guess it's just a human thing within us to think that way. And I guess we just need to deconstruct it. And I will use myself as an example because I said what I said today about making the decision not to go to the concert. And the only outcome I could possibly think of was I could have paid less for the ticket, but I didn't stop to think, like, oh, well, maybe it wasn't a wrong decision. Maybe it was the right one because maybe that decision to not go saved my life. I'll never know because it's not a decision that I made, but maybe I shouldn't regret it. Um, so thank you, Spirit, for putting me on blast today. But yeah, so I guess we just need to stop and think a little bit more because maybe the wrong decision isn't a wrong decision. It's just a decision that we had to make in order to get right. mm, mm. I think in those moments, what we can all do is sit down, relax, and like the card says, follow our intuition. Follow your intuition. If it feels a little bit loud in that moment, take a moment to think about it. Take a moment to take a deep breath and settle your mind. And maybe just sit still and wait for the right feeling, wait for the right answer to come about. Mm. I would say sit with it. Maybe tonight, if you're not tired, or tomorrow, sit with it and think again and be like, what is the right choice for me at this time? Like, maybe you'll feel it in your body. Maybe certain points in your body will vibrate, or maybe it will be like, girl, if you don't ask spirit, if you don't ask spirit, like, is this the place I'm supposed to go to? If it is, then show me a clown with a pink nose. Like, ask for that random, um, that random sign. Ask them for your signs, okay? Because if you're feeling disconnected, ask for clarity, okay? It really resonates. Yay! I'm glad it resonates. Do you see what the connections were? The connections were there. Oh, oh. See, I look. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anything can happen. Okay, that's what's up. Like the football game. Wait, are the Ravens a football team? Girl, I'm supposed to be playing fantasy football. I don't even know the team's name. but I'm still gonna win though because I claim it. But
Hmm?
the Ravens are a football team.
Yes.
There's a game this weekend.
Yes.
Oh, Tracy's going.
Who?
Tracy's going to the game.
We should get some of those players.
Huh?
We should get some of those players.
Why don't you get some of those players? Just blend it. That's what's up. Well, enjoy. We're trying to. Well, I'm not trying, but against the Commanders, I'm not trying, but I'm gonna go to support. I'm trying to go to a game to support Bebe because Bebe is heavy into football games. But I'm still gonna win this fantasy. I don't even know if I can join the league no more.
You already joined.
Huh?
You already joined.
Can I unjoin?
They're gonna be some players.
Damn. I appreciate you guys. Honestly, it's always a ball to be on here. Every time I come on here, I think about my decisions to still work a 9 to 5, and I ask Spirit to show me, show me the way. Um, so I could just do this full time. But you just put your bare hands in some Scotch bonnet pepper puree. You didn't think about that, did you?
No. I only use one.
It's still gonna be hot.
It smells good as well.
I have gloves. I just bought a box of gloves. Mm.
She on vacation, so bad.
No, I rebuke that. Exactly. Tell her, say I'm an African doggy. Tell her, say I'm an African doggy. Oh, but your breath just stank, man. You need any dog mommy is out here got a recommendation. Cause Lord, when she gets like nervous and her anxiety, her whole pheromones and whatnot just. Cause she was good. That she got all nervous the past couple of days. And ooh. And why you always want to be cutesy with me when it's like that? You want a Great Dane? You can have a can have this Doberman. I'm kidding. It's got a bombastic side eye. Go find a baby daddy. Kuvira. We're trying to find her. If anybody know of a healthy Doberman male in the local area, let me know. Trying to find her a baby daddy. Do it taste good? Do you need to wash out the jars? They're in the box down there somewhere. Yeah. Wait, did you wash your hands? Let me get it for you because your hands are wet. Going through all my packages and whatnot. All right, y'all. I don't even know how long we've been on here for. An hour? An hour? Ooh, 12222. I've been seeing 222 a lot. I'm gonna hop off of here, but y'all, may light shine bright and music find your highest grace can manifest. Thank you guys so much for coming tonight. Keep a lookout on Instagram and TikTok to see what I'm working on. And I'll be back soon. Maybe even tomorrow if I tell myself get up. Maybe I'll get up. With that being said, see y'all when I see y'all. Good night.